uh, Club Jam classroom. So I'll go ahead and get that for you. All right. So my first idea, kind of already hinted at this in our group, but did a little bit more research and I think it's actually a really cool idea. So we talked about this in our last Friday call, and Tony did that awesome nano banana uh, learning with Tony a couple weeks ago. So the first one would be family legacy and genealogy services. So using Nano Banana to restore old photos. Now, of course, there's other people doing it already. So I'll show you those in a minute. But where you guys can get ahead and where I think we could all get ahead is what I teach and what you guys all have access to is building brands and building content around those brands. So, coming up with different offers like heritage packs or even going after people on specific things. So, anniversaries, weddings, birthdays, people born on a specific date. You can
Mhm.
all of that type of demographic filtering with Facebook ads so easily. So I think this could be a really neat thing to do. I'm going to show you the two other Nano Banana ideas before I show you the live Etsy pages where people are doing it. All right, another idea, pets. People love pets and they love spending money on pets. The pet industry does $3.8 billion a year. Billion. Um, in 2011, I started a custom pet product website called Just for My Pet. And we were building out clothes for pets, basically. So this was really fun to do Nano Banana with it. I just did a really quick one of my dog in this army outfit, and here he is looking all cute like that. You could also do, pet portrait enhancements, and then where was the one? I was just looking at what people do, but like all of this stuff is so easy to do on Nano Banana. Like upload that person's pet with a specific century outfit and you could do this. Like this guy has 892 reviews at $12 each. Um, this person has a niche, which is exactly what I teach you all in Club Jam. Like, come up with a thing, come up with a brand, come up with a specific way to be seen. And like this person, they're doing bathroom photos with their dog. Like, how funny is that? So just take a look at these. You could do, I do have some feelings about this because I know there's real artists who are doing real paintings, and I still think that they should be paid more, and it's really amazing art. But at the same time, like you could upload a picture of your dog and ask it to look like a watercolor and have it look pretty good. So not all of us can go spend, $300 on a picture of our pet, but we still want to remember them. So these are funny too. I saw this where you put your dog as a head. Every time I go over it, it changes. But that would also be really easy to do in Nano Banana. We all learned last week. You just upload the picture and the other picture and a simple prompt. I just said, put this dog in an army outfit like this. There we go. So I would imagine if I put in a picture of me and the dog and then maybe this picture from Etsy and asked it to do something similar, it would. So, of course, like you would get good at your one thing and continue to do it. Uh, all right, so pets. And then you think about like all the digital art that could go with it. So that's just maybe a PDF that you're sending them, but then you could do coffee cups, playing cards, blankets, pillows, whatever. There's endless opportunities there. So if you really want to niche down, here's an example of some swag, like digital memory gifts or digital gifts based on these things that you're making in Nano Banana. So I think this is a really, really fun idea. So, how many of you have tried anything like this before, done an Etsy store before? No one yet. Well, I do have training on how to set up and build your Etsy store. So it's in one of the retired courses. So if you want that, just shoot me an email and I'll put it in your portal because that's still relevant as to how to create your brand and set up the store and set up to third parties as well. It's really, really easy to do. All right, another idea would be coloring books, stickers, planners, affirmation cards. I was trying to get in touch with my sister Heather, who works with us here at GMAI, and she just created a entire side hustle called Witchy, Bitchy, and Woo, and she's doing these really amazing affirmation cards based on um, I'm not as good at this as her, but based on like your astrological sign and your stones. And she actually got all the cards printed and they're so beautiful. So, just some other places where you could sell these things. So, Etsy, Gumroad, Teachers Pay Teachers, and you could simply make these in ChatGPT. You can also make them in Canva. Canva's AI is amazing for creating uh, coloring pages as well. Let's see here. Tony, do you mind? I'm going to make you a host real quick just so that you could mute people who are talking while I'm talking, if that's all right. Um, so if you haven't heard of Teachers Pay Teachers or Etsy or Gumroad, check those out. They're just other places to sell information. Let me show you Teachers Pay Teachers right now. I have a friend who is selling some stuff on here and he's making about $1,000 a month doing specifically preschool cards and workbooks and things like that. So, these are things that you could simply make in ChatGPT. Oh, and if you haven't seen, Notebook LM came out with a new feature where it's now making flashcards, worksheets, and things like that. I just started playing with it yesterday. I was literally giving my live workshop yesterday on Notebook LM, and I go click it and I'm like, and then you could do this, and there's a whole new button there. So if you're looking to create some content like this, definitely go check out the new features in Notebook LM. Okay, everybody on this call right now can do this job, and this is crazy. I not only looked at other people doing this, but I looked for people requesting this, and it's out there. So, resume optimization, resume rewriting. So, there's a lot of people right now looking for new jobs. I just took this and said, I took a screenshot of this was on Fiverr of people who are doing this. So if you just take a look, like this person's done 3,211 jobs at $45 an hour. Like, of course, she's using ChatGPT or Claude to get all of this done. Um, I had ChatGPT do some math. That's $144,000 a year. And then these other people, making some really good extra money. I looked too for people requesting jobs, and there's a lot. So this person was requesting somebody to beef up their resume. And the cool thing about these websites like Fiverr and Upwork is you can be really picky about who you work with. And you can see this person has spent over $7,000 on this website. Um, One of my friends, Connie Miller, who's been on our podcast a few times, she's a parent coach and she runs her entire company using Fiverr and Upwork individuals. And she is just one of those people that outsources everything. She's on the go. She's got 3 kids. She's PTA president. So she outsources everything and she would hire people off Fiverr and Upwork to do this type of stuff. And there's so many people like that who they're like, yeah, maybe I know AI could rewrite my resume, but number one, I'd have to learn it. I'd have to figure out the platform to log into, and they would rather just pay somebody $45 to do it for them. If anyone was on my Learning with Jam 2 weeks ago, we did a deep dive into Lovable and we built a entire website for my mom in like 45 minutes. And I have to say, it looked very good. The only reason I didn't put it in the community yet is she's not sure where she's going to live. So I haven't made it live yet. Um, but that took us 1 hour to make an entire website. I know for a fact that this person here, so they have 797 reviews at about $80 a pop, maybe more, maybe less. That's a lot of money. And we all know from our training that we could go to any landing page design company, take a screenshot of the landing page we like, and throw it into Replit, Build 4.4, Lovable, and completely create this in 10 minutes. So these are things that if you spent one day getting really good at building your own website out, like this is a lot of money just sitting there. So I think this is one of the biggest opportunities. I think number one, just going and doing my keynote yesterday, I think us, this group who's here right now, we think that everybody's using AI because we are. And the fact is that there's a lot of people who have no idea what's going on in the world of AI. And not that you should take advantage of them because you're still creating this valuable website that they need. And whether it takes you 2 weeks or 2 days, they don't really have to know how you're building it or what you're doing with it. But there's no reason why any of you on this call can't go and sell website services right now. There's absolutely no reason. And if you get in a pinch, I saw in here you could type in lovable. And if you get stuck, there's people like, you know, me or Tony who could help you. So they're helping you do integrations, Supabase, and there's a lot of other ways that you could make money once you become really good at one of these tools. So I thought that one was really fun and interesting and a lot of money sitting on the table. AI chatbots. This is a whole other rabbit hole. I think there's a lot of opportunity here, specifically for niches like salons, gyms, dentists, orthodontists, real estate agents. People who are out and about working with people, they don't tend to be as computer savvy, nor do they want to sit there and learn how to do it. So, there's things like ManyChat, BotPress, ChatGPT. The one on our side is called Open. I have to go to my own front end to see what it is. Open Widget or something. Yeah, Open Widget. This is 100% free, this chatbot. Um, there's a lot that you can do here. Once you build it, you could also do monthly retainers. So talk about reoccurring revenue streams. I think you could use things like Manus to find prospects. You could just go to Manus, do a simple search of, hey, I would like to find a list of salons in Delaware, and then you could just use your AI to help you write some really great prospecting emails. Or hey, you could even be a real person, pick up the phone and use your own voice, because we all know we're hanging up on the AI agents. We are. It's just happening. The other thing that you could do here is build yourself a website with Lovable. Make sure that you're looking really professional, future forward, and you have a brand. I can't tell you guys enough how important this is that you step into our AI sales and marketing training because literally all of us on the call today could go make an AI chatbot website. We all know how. So, how are you going to stand apart? And that's going to be that brand creation, which, yeah, AI can help us do, but it's going to come from you as a person and what you like and what's kind of making you develop your brand in a very specific way. So I think this is a gold mine. To be honest, put this presentation together over the past couple weeks in notes, and I've been really excited about it. But I did not have time to go see other AI bot creators and see what they're charging. However, I did look on TikTok today, and there's a guy who's got to be like 24, 25, and he's charging $5,000 a month for an 11 Labs AI agent to sit on people's websites. And then he does $350 a month for ongoing maintenance. I literally show you guys how to build those in the AI sales module. It's the last module in that course. And he's selling them. He really is. He shows, he like records his phone calls with clients. It's insane. So there's that. I think this is something that people ask for a lot too. So, um, a lot of people have long form video. I just yesterday recorded an hour long cell phone video of my keynote, and nobody wants to watch that. So, how can you use things like Opus Clip and many of these other tools to cut down video clips and, sell that as a service to people as well? Let's see what else I have here. Ah, this. So I just did a bunch of research for my latest keynote, and IBM did a study and saw they interviewed over 27,000 executives across the sorry, across the globe, not across the country. And basically, they found that 1.4 billion people need to learn how to use AI just to keep their current jobs. And that's just based on all of the new stuff that's coming into play. So, one of the other things is you guys could be a Club Jam affiliate. So, the other thing I mentioned on our call last week. So, we are growing rapidly. We're growing from the individual plan and the team training. And we give 20% commission to you every month. So, this is a great way to just have also ongoing revenue. So if you guys are interested in that, for sure, let me know and or just sign up. But Flora is going to be running our affiliate program, and she's making training and marketing and all of this stuff just for our affiliates. Okay, I gave you guys a lot. I want to stop sharing and have a conversation, and we could dive in and kind of look at things live as well. But just from some of those ideas, did anything kind of light up any light bulbs for you all? Is there anything that somebody's going to go try?
Your keynote was phenomenal.
Oh, thanks, Barbara.
Phenomenal. I'm so happy. All of this is wonderful. So, I'm going to do the affiliate and keep up with the thing. The branding, I'm right in there. And just listening to how you're talking about the opportunities that are right there before us is it. So it's like our minds are our only restrictions because now, if you
Yeah.
don't know certain things, because we're into AI, that information is like a fingertips away. So it gives you a lot of confidence to know, yes, I can do this. Nobody knows everything. So all I have to do is just really get my little niche going and understand how they work, how they move. And we probably know so many people already, they just don't know that we have these skills. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Thanks, Barbara. Yes,
So I have
Len. Oh, you're muted.
a couple questions.
Mhm.
Okay, well, first of all, thanks. This is incredible, and maybe I'm just lost as far as where this everything is, like the keynote or the sales training module, because I am slow, methodical, deep thinker, big picture person. So for me, like to make a website, I'm going to be so perfectionistic. I'm going to just take forever. So knowing myself, the thing that would match up best for me is to find a niche. Like even let's say the last thing you
Mhm.
mentioned, the executives that need to scale up, and to set up a process of here's what you need to know, here's the place you go to get it, and then learn the sales thing that then I'm work with the marketing or work with building AI agents that reaches out to, because I really want to help people. I'd like
Yeah.
to set something up that's ongoing, but is not tied to trading. I mean, there's this expression, trading time for dollars. Um, I'm just not that. I'm not as when it comes to doing that. I'm just not that efficient. But I love learning all this stuff. I see
Yeah.
all this as a future. I'm so excited about learning all these things about AI. Learning I can talk to AI. Learning to make agents that are, where they'll say, well, here's all the most knowledgeable people in this niche, and now you have just made an AI you can talk to that is the combined brilliance of all these best marketers or healers or whatever, and then have that as a tool to help or build things or interact with other people. Um, so
Yeah.
those are some of the things that I'm excited about, and I'd like to learn more on how to set up.
Yeah. Let me just answer your question just because there's a few people on here who are new. So to log in, you go to the website and then you click on log into Club Jam. So I think you and Joe are coming through school mostly.
Right.
Oh, we have all of our training here in Club
Ah,
Jam. Okay, so this
is
is
that where your keynote was in Club
so
Jam?
the keynote Barbara caught live with Score, but I'm currently in the middle of uploading that to my YouTube and I will put it in our community in school. So if you go to school, all of our training, like today, all of our training will be in here. So classroom, recordings of live training. And so you guys can't see any of this stuff on yours, but this is where you'll spend most of your time. And I will put my keynote in here as well. But the actual training is here on our website, and you'll see these are the sales and marketing ones I was talking about. So each one has its own training. Like this is the one where I show you guys how to create AI agents in 11 labs. And this is the one that this kid is selling $5,000 a pop with a reoccurring uh, plan as well.
How does he find and market to a base of people that will spring for 5,000 with reoccurring maintenance?
He's niched down into the roofing industry, is finding that they're spending money. So he's going after roofing and he I'll post one of his TikToks in our
Oh, great.
yeah, because he basically gets on the phone and he says, how many salespeople do you have? How many calls are they doing a day? And then he says, well, what if I have something on demand that could say everything they're saying for half that price? So he's going that route. Um, I don't think AI agent phone call bots are the way to go for a lot of industries, but I think there's a few niches where it will work. But these are what these look like, though. You could put them on the website. Um, so like this sits on your client's website, and any user can come and have a voice interaction with it. So,
Hey, I'm Alex. Welcome to Club Jam. How can I help you today?
hey, I'm looking to get AI training. How should I start?
I hear you're ready to dive into AI training. Love that Club Jam energy. The best place to start is with our AI Foundations workbook. Begin with Module 1, which walks you through master.
So, I mean, these are pretty simple to make. If you can make a custom GPT in Chat GPT, you shouldn't have a problem creating an agent. And then as far as like placing them, you could create a widget and there's embed code right here. So pretty easy to put on the front end of somebody's website or on a landing page. So, think about a contact us page. They also have it where it could be a pop-up like this. So zooming in, like a little need help button down here. So people would click and it's start the call, same type of thing. So these are so easy to make. And I think if you really made your niche about this, AI conversational bots, this is somewhere where you could make a lot of money. So,
And so I can make a conversational bot to be like some sort of problem solving advisor, um, mindset coach, therapist, expert in some niche.
yeah, they have some that you could take a look at. Where was I? I think I'm like too far into this website right now. Home, agents, oh, playground. So they show you some examples. So like a mindfulness coach, client support. So ready to solve any issues, more like inbound calls, a sales agent, a video game character. So you could hit create agent and go ahead and just start creating your own, but it all prompts from the person, sorry, a regular prompt. And then you have knowledge base, just like in Chat GPT's custom GPTs. You could train this agent on something very specific.
So then once it's created, how do I put it under my logo, my banner? So it's not saying 11 Labs, it's saying uh, Leonard's super knowledgeable genie solving your problems.
Yeah, so you just would look for this embed code. So right here, you'd copy this and you simply would just place it into the header tag on your website, whatever page you work on, and it'll pop up there. So I did have it on my website, but I took it down because I have two chatbots now, and that's too many. So I'm gonna make this more just for our members. You could also do this in HeyGen. I don't know if any of you use HeyGen, and you could put your own face on it if you want. Um, Let me log in. This is kind of a new feature where instead of just creating videos, you can create an entire chatbot. So let me see where that one went. Or interactive avatar, they're calling it. So this is pretty much the same thing, except for it's a person. So it has a face, and you could use your own face if you have your own avatar to chat with, or you could use public avatars. Do you guys want to see an example of one? Let's see.
Jam,
Yeah.
hi. Thanks for everything today. Um, so I'm building a course, and I'm thinking having a chatbot, whether it's a um, avatar video style or just a voice um, chatbot on each lesson, could help students if they have questions. They click on it and ask about the course materials, get more in-depth attention and work. Well, do you have any suggestions about what I should use to do that? 11 Labs or HeyGen?
I would use 11 Labs for that. Unless the only reason I'm saying that is it's kind of random to just have a random person pop up. So unless you have the same person throughout your brand and it makes sense, then I would suggest to use 11 Labs because then it just looks like move this. It just
Well,
looks like the wavy kind of voice motion, whereas like it would be weird to just have a random person pop up and start giving me advice.
thanks. What I was thinking is the way I'm building the course is using HeyGen avatars to
Oh,
build the videos of presenting the each lesson.
mm-hmm.
And so I might take one of the avatars who's presenting the lesson and put her in a pop-up ask me any questions, link. And then the person who's in the course presenting the lecture and the guided meditations and all that stuff would be there and they could have a conversation with her. Would that make more sense?
I
Or is it weird?
I don't think you could have, sorry if I'm hearing you wrong, but the same avatar couldn't do your course presentation and be the avatar. Does that make sense?
Because the avatar I'm using in the course presentation is a photo avatar. Um, is there some restriction in HN that I couldn't use that same photo avatar I've created in the interactive avatar?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was mishearing you. You could use the same one and have it create, the video based on a script. I was just saying you can't have an avatar based on a script and then start talking to it currently. It's two
Yeah,
separate.
I don't want to have a script. I want to train it on the course materials
Yeah, you could do that.
and then have the same person
Hmm.
that's giving the lecture being able to talk to the student and say, what didn't you understand? What are you having problems with?
Yeah, that's great. I think that's a great idea.
Thanks.
Yeah. Did anyone else get any ideas from side hustles? Is anyone going to? Okay.
I have a question.
Right. Yes.
Thank you. So far, it's been amazing. All this stuff, connecting the dots. I think I'm learning so many different things, and then when you say the things, it connects a lot of dots for me.
Oh,
So
good.
for my business, Jam, I obviously I'm in manufacturing, so and in branding and all that. I think the lovable building landing pages or website and stuff like that for people, it's an easy, and I already do on different platform for their official merchandise, if you will.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking for myself, I've been wanting when I do my workshops, um, I tell people usually, okay, so here's the deal and all that, or I just give them a promo code, but I'm changing it. I want to create like a specific landing page where people see the products next to each other and then they decide which one is the best for them. This is what I'm going to try for this school year. So
Mhm.
based on what I heard, you say, okay, build something on Lovable. I have a few questions. So I haven't gone
Yeah.
to Lovable yet. I have Shopify, obviously, it's an
Yeah.
e-com thing. So is Lovable way better to do it on than Shopify? I Number one. Number two, I do have different website names that I can dedicate to this particular Lovable website. And
Yeah.
then how is the functionality of e-com is going to work? Do I attach my Stripe or do they have their own? And how much do we pay on that? Because I already pay all this stuff for some,
Yeah.
platform.
Those are all good questions. If if I were you and just imagining this landing page with the, probably hour I've spent with you in your business, which is not enough, but I would build the landing page in Lovable and make it really beautiful and well written. And then when they hit, purchase or I want more, then take them to your Shopify landing page or checkout page. You also can keep it in your Shopify website. You could just create your Lovable as a subdomain, your Lovable website, and you could link it into your website. But usually landing pages don't have links in the navigation anyway. So it depends on how you're marketing it and getting people to the landing page. But let me show you, just share my screen again on Lovable. And Jacqueline, do you want to add, is your question also about Lovable? I don't know if you have your hand up.
Oh, I do, but I don't think so, but I don't mind because I'm all over the place. I don't know where to start.
Okay, well, hold on
Yeah.
one second. I'll finish Roya's question. Um, So you can go and search landing page. There's all these amazing, beautiful, well-designed landing pages out here, like on lead pages. And actually, I don't know if I know HeyFlow that well. But what you want to do is you want to see their templates. And I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but you can do this. So why not? Basically go find a landing page that you like, whether it's a competitor or on one of these websites, right? So go just check out, maybe you like this one. So hit open in Figma. You have to log into this. But basically, we're going to take screenshots of these. I'm going to see if they show it elsewhere. Welcome page, let's connect. You can take a screenshot of a page that you like. Maybe it's a landing page. Let's see. Let's do like this maybe. So you find that, and then when you go to Lovable, you can type in, say, hey, you don't have to say, hey, I'm making a landing page. I'm not going to make it right now just because of time, but in your prompt, I'd like to create a beautiful, well-designed landing page similar to the one I'm uploading right now. Here's what my product is. Here's what I'm selling. And then hopefully you'll have that content already thought through. And so I would put in my PRD in my prompt, my product requirement document on what I'm building. And then basically between that and the screenshot you're adding in, this will develop an amazing start for your landing page. Now, I know Tony was showing us Replit, and I've spent some time in that and built 44. I don't know, I'm just not having as easy of a time in the user interface, but I do know that they also create really pretty websites and pages. I'm just having trouble in it for now.
Jam,
Yeah.
you were about to show us interactive avatars at HeyGen. I'd love to see one of those.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry,
Thank you, John.
we got distracted over here. All right. Roya, we'll get back to you on this. Okay. So these are an example. Give it a second. Give it a second.
Hi, I'm Brian. Hey, that's exciting. You're diving into fitness again. What do you mean by second? Are you referring to a second workout, second goal, or something else? Let me know, and I'll be happy to help you craft a plan or give some tips to keep you motivated.
I need to gain 50 pounds of muscle by the end of this month.
Whoa, that's a super ambitious goal. 50 pounds in a month is really intense and probably not realistic or healthy, honestly. Gaining muscle takes time, patience, and a solid plan. Focus on steady progress with good nutrition, strength training, and recovery. Let's set smaller, achievable milestones and keep you motivated.
Show me where the steroids are, Brian.
Haha, I see what you did there. But honestly, I'm all about natural, safe progress.
So that's what those are. And then, yeah, Tony, you could build your own too. I built one and it was terrible.
Oh, they look very cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Are those trainable?
Yes, they are trainable. They sure are. I just did one for this conference I just went to and trained it on their company. So they all really liked that. It was kind of like a chat bot to answer questions about their organization.
I think you have a whole lot. I see Jacqueline, I want to just say, has her hand up, but you have so much here. I guess sometimes it's like I'm in a candy store and it's like I don't know where to go first and, take the dive in. And then if I have a question, how to reach out to someone in the community to say, yeah, I don't quite understand this, or, oh, it's right over here. Or, usually it could be just a simple tweak. I'm not exactly sure how to follow through on it. But I don't know how else to ask that question, but I feel guilty because I see Jacqueline has her hand up for some time here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, just quick answer. This was meant to be like a candy store and show you guys just there's so much opportunity. And if you think about what am I passionate about and what do I know in AI, you can create some really cool side businesses. And as far as how do you get more detail, definitely start in the community. I'll connect with you and Joe separately because I think you joined our community backwards a little bit. I just want to make sure you can see everything. So go ahead and ask questions there to start. And Jacqueline, what's your question?
Well, Leonard, you're forgiven because he always asks the questions that I'm thinking about too. But the question is, how do you get, well, it really is kind of twofold. How do you compete with these five-star uh, creators when you're just starting out? I mean, I can't go in and
Yeah.
ask for, $45 an hour. I'm going like, well, you don't even know anything, 'cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have any credibility.
Well, is there something specific you're thinking of doing, like resumes or photos, or what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking I could. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I want to say coloring books and coloring
Cool.
pages because I know those are really hot, and
Yeah.
it fascinates me a little bit. But I guess my main thing is also, well, I'm like Leonard. I don't know which way to turn with that, but I'm drawn to like the resumes, like you say, because
Yeah.
I know I can do it in Chat GPT, in Perplexity because I have all those tools available and
Hmm.
it's pretty, easy to do. So, but I guess my other main question is like well, do you start a campaign or how do you get exposure? That's what I'm saying. How do you get out there? What do you do to get started?
Yeah. So whether you're in Upwork or Fiverr or Etsy, it's super important to have some sort of reputation. So once you get your profile built, your site built on Etsy, whatever you're doing, have a super low price and do things for free for your friends and
Okay,
community. They, like on Etsy, they have to pay a little bit. So you could have an email written and say, hey, look, I'm trying to do this. I'll charge you $1. Like, please write me a great review. So at least on Etsy, that's where I have the most experience. You have to have reviews. So, and you have to have purchases because people are looking like, is this a real person?
exactly.
So it's probably similar on Upper or Upwork and Fiverr. Just going based off of like how I would look to hire somebody, I'd be weary if they had,
Yeah,
no stars, no
absolutely.
clients. So
Right.
yeah. I mean,
So
even
I
go to
guess
this
that's
group. Like we're all here to help each other. So if one of you all
oh,
are going to start a Upwork or a Etsy, like let's help each other post it. We'll all go there and buy your thing for $1 and write you a review. So,
awesome. Well, I may consider that. I don't have issues with Etsy
yeah.
from times past and all those fees they have, but that's a good way to build up credibility because I was thinking the same thing about uh Google Business Profiles,
Yeah.
doing different platform profiles and asking my friends to give me reviews, because reviews are like golden on Google Business,
Oh, they are.
anywhere you have to
Yeah.
have them. So that's a good that's a good starting point. Thank you.
Yeah.
One other thing to add to that was something she could do in doing stuff for friends is develop a portfolio. Because when I've looked on Fiverr to go ahead and see what prices, I would also look at their portfolios to see, well, what else have they done? Show me. And
Mhm.
so that's another kind of testimonial to
Yeah.
show off that you can do what they would want.
Yeah.
Well, how do you build one, Jam?
A
How do you really build a
portfolio?
portfolio? Especially since I usually do videos. I've done some videos
Hmm.
for business owners and that's primarily what and content. That's pretty much where all I've done for
Yeah.
experience.
There's a lot of great content-based portfolio builders. I'll add some to the group, but I know like if you use HubSpot or I know Hootsuite has one also where it kind of creates a little link for you and you can create just a quick profile page there's a ton of services that do that really easily. Um, I'm always like, let's go big or go home. So I also would encourage you to design and build a brand and create your own website too, along with any sort of Fiverr or Upwork profile you have or Etsy profile you have. You want to have a bigger digital footprint, more than one thing at a time. So, but again, you guys, it's all going to go back to the brand. So even if you're, going to be a resume writer on Upwork, what's
Well,
going
I have a website. Yeah, I have
to,
a website. I'm building it. I'm slowly
good,
building it. Yeah.
good. Just
So
make that brand really bold, make it stand out, make people know who you are, what you stand for. And, for services like this, I think that's important.
yeah, I think so too. All
Yeah.
right.
I know people, you could search from like on Upwork and Fiverr, you could search based on geography as well. So if you want to, represent that you're in a certain place, like that could be a good way to go as well on those types of sites. Well, in our last few minutes, I'm curious, is anyone here already doing some sort of AI side hustle of sorts that you want to share?
Well,
Go ahead,
I'm
Joe.
actually not doing a side hustle, so sorry I'm not answering your question directly. But because I'm working on building a business that will run while I'm sleeping after I set it up. So, but I do have a quick question. If you can answer it, you or Tony. I remember Tony saying last time that he's using he prefers Lovable, unless I'm thinking of someone else, to Replit, a Replit for building it, and then he ported it over to Lovable to make it look pretty, because Replit didn't make it look as nice, the UI and everything as Lovable could. Um, and I'm getting to the point I'm so frustrated with Replit and how it is not following directions and making ugly designs, even though I give it really tight spec mockups and everything. I'm wondering, how would I be able to port my code over? I have a Lovable account. I have a Replit account. Can you message me or something if anybody knows what I would need to do to take my code from Replit and bring it into Lovable and see what it can do,
Can I answer that?
Yeah,
please?
I saw you raise your hand. You take it.
Yeah, from what I understand, because I haven't tried to do that directly, but I have asked how can you do it. And you know how both Replit and Lovable can connect to GitHub? Well, apparently what you do is you save it to GitHub and then it's all sitting there. And then from there, you can put it into the other one.
Oh, great. Thank you. That makes sense.
Yep.
And to
Thanks.
answer your question about side hustles with AI, I guess I'm cheating because I have a main hustle with AI because I do AI
Yeah.
consulting, build AI tools, and have my AI community. So
Yeah.
AI is a full-time gig.
And Tony, you've been selling your GPTs, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, particularly
So,
to authors and people needing marketing.
yeah. So I thought that was another cool thing, but I didn't want to step on your toes. But
So how do we learn more about all the stuff you're doing, Tony? Your website or where your community is?
you could post it, Tony, in here in the
Okay.
group. Yeah.
Oh, you mean in the chat?
Yeah, or the community, wherever.
Oh, yeah, in the community. I'll put something in the community for you, Leonard.
Yep.
Thanks. Great.
Well, I would be interested because I'm building uh, custom GPTs. At least I have one. I've started, so I would like to be a part of that. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Maybe that should be another one of our, because I know we don't have our subject picked out yet for learning with Tony, but maybe how to monetize or build out our GPTs or something someday. Doesn't have to be next time.
Yeah, Pickaxe is really great for that.
Yeah, pickaxe.
Yeah,
Cool.
because with that, you can take any of your own custom GPTs, dump them into Pickaxe, and then immediately start monetizing them.
Awesome.
I'll put
Thank you
the
for that.
I'll put the link in.
That's why I love you.
Also, I'm going to check out pickaxe. If you can put that in the chat or on our community board, the link to that, Tony, that would be awesome. I also found the Poe. I don't know if any of you use Poe, but it
Sure.
lets you wrap your GPT in a new bot where you can monetize it and set how many credits they get to start with and then after that they have to buy more credits and you set the price. So that seems to be the way I was going to go with monetizing my GPT.
Good. Jen put the link into the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no reason why all of us shouldn't be billionaires right now. So we have a lot of work to do, people. A lot.
Yeah. One thing I would mention about on the custom GPTs, what's been very successful for me was just choosing a target audience, and in my case, authors, because I found that I'd built a dozen different GPTs, and I realized that if I put them all together into a super GPT, it could handle anything an author needs. So then I went, okay, well, let me contact authors, and that turned out to be very, very good thing to do.
Wow.
Yep. That's a great idea. Finding your niche, finding your ideal profile. What does that look like? How do you build content just for them? So,
Well, you know, Jen, I sent you. I think I sent you a link to an inventor group called Quirky, and what they do is they all collaborate on an invention, share the revenue from the invention. Now, whoever its ideas and puts most, they get the biggest slice of pie. But people who are helping putting in ideas to tweak it, and I've seen some of them in the store that says, and it lists all the inventors to it, and so that might be some idea about something we could do as a project. So we're all getting hands-on experience and all becoming co-billionaires.
oh, I love this idea. I'll have to see that. Did you email it to me or sorry?
Yes, it's
Okay.
a thing called Quirky. I'll see if I can find it and re-email it to you, so you can see
Oh,
how they're structured. They're structured for physical products, but
okay.
I think now we do digital projects. So it's going to be a lot lower overhead and easier to do.
Nice. Well, yeah, I'll take a look at that. And just as we're wrapping up, I just want to remind everybody we have some really awesome events coming up, which are members only. So make sure you join. But we have Building with Tony next week. I'll announce what he's doing when we figure that out. And then we have an AI data scientist coming to talk about policy and governance, which may sound boring, but it's very important and something that I don't like to talk about. So I'm bringing in an expert. And then we also have another AI expert coming in at the end of next month to talk about advanced prompting strategies. And the things that she's doing is amazing. I met her at a AI expert panel. And so her name's Olga Garcia, and that one's, yeah, the end of next month. So just keep an eye out for those. And otherwise, we're excited to continue to learn with you. And thanks for spending an hour with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Sam.